Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's Bars and Barbells. I'm Phil with my co-host,
Sam? I thought he was going to introduce me. Sorry, guys.
That might have been the gentleman thing to do. And usually country is full of gentlemen, right? We've seen a lot of gentlemen. Alan Jackson, gentleman, for sure.
Love him.
But today we're doing John Michael Montgomery. Never had John Michael Montgomery on the channel thus far.
I don't know who that is.
He's a country artist.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I've never heard of him or heard any of his music. So
I have not
this is
either.
first for me.
So this is a first for me as well.
Nice.
It's been requested, though, a few times in those comments. You guys were saying we got to get to this one. But thanks to William, because he's supporting the channel. And we really appreciate you, William. So thank you. He is telling us we got to do a little girl. So that's why we're here. That's why we've arrived at John Michael Montgomery. So, you know, we get to kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
We get to shout out one of our subscribers and do something that you guys have been asking us to do. And I guess it's three things, because we get to listen to something that we've never heard before.
Yeah, brand new artist and new song.
Yeah, which we really enjoy. So a little bit of background on this one. I think this is going to be more of a serious, emotional kind of feel on the song, The Little Girl. I think it's something around domestic issues. Not entirely sure what exactly is going to go on here, but that's the backdrop. And this is, I think, John Michael Montgomery's last major hit on the charts that did really, really well. So I guess he's not made any music recently, but maybe we're wrong with that, because I think this came out in like 2000 or something. So it's pretty old.
Yeah,
so I don't know
been a
if
while.
he's still around and what the deal is, but we really appreciate when you
Let
jump.
us know in the comments.
Yeah, when you jump in those comments and tell us about all these artists. That's how we learn. That's how we've grown this channel. And it's blossomed into something really special because of you guys. So thank you. Really do appreciate it. And like I said, that's why we appreciate you contributing as well, William. So are you ready to check out something new from John Michael Montgomery?
I am.
You are?
I am.
Let's do it.
Her parents never took the young girl to church, never spoke of his name, never read her his word. Two non-believers walking lost in this world took their baby with them. What a sad little girl. Her daddy drank all day and mommy did drugs, never wanted to play or give kisses and hugs. She'd watch the TV and sit there on the couch while her mom fell asleep and her daddy went out. And the drinking and the fighting just got worse every night. Behind their couch she'd be hiding. Oh, what a sad little life. And like it always does, the bad just got worse with every slap and every curse, until her daddy in a drunk rage one night used a gun on her mom and then took his life. And some people from the city took the girl far away to a new mom and a new dad, kisses and hugs every day. Her first day of Sunday school, the teacher walked in, and a small little girl stared at a picture of him. She said, I know that man up there on that cross. I don't know his name, but I know he got off. 'Cause he was there in my old house and held me close to his side as I hid there behind our couch the night that my parents died.
Well, that was an emotional roller coaster. I was definitely got choked up there momentarily, but it was more like in a positive way, I guess. Spiritually, on the spiritual aspect, when obviously referencing Jesus and rated. And this is clearly like a song about Christian lifestyle, and in the beginning referencing. That they were atheists, basically, didn't have any belief in their life. And that led them down a path that, didn't lead to anything good.
Yes.
And really, obviously, harmful to themselves, right? Not just that the fact that they didn't have faith, but that led them, down a path.
Of all those temptations and giving into those things.
And so that affected the little girl, in obviously a horrific way. Yes. Right, and I was really not liking where the song was going. To be honest,
I was like, oh no, not again.
Not a Concrete Angel Part 2 from Martina McBride, because that was hard.
Oh god,
And so I mean, it's still clearly there's some stuff in the song that really hits you hard, and knowing that this does happen to kids.
Oh yeah.
And there's not always a great end to the story, but in this one. I took a lot of comfort in the part where he's talking about how and painting the picture really well of like how Jesus was with the little girl.
Yeah, like protecting her and keeping her safe behind the couch.
Yeah. And even now that I'm saying it, it's like kind of gets you choked up a little bit, right? But it's just the fact that there's a happier ending to this one. You can even see in the picture there, right, of them having a good family. And
they were saying in the lyrics there too, right, that they took her away to a new mom and dad where she got kisses and hugs every night and stuff like that, because they were saying that she never got played with or kisses or hugs or anything from her other parents, right?
Yeah, and the fact when they said the Sunday school, right, they took her to Sunday school, and then that's where she recognized that guy. So it's a really cute way to put it, but
it's also so pure, right? Because she's a child, so it's just very authentic and genuine.
Yeah, and then to like I said, to close the story off with that way, it's a very short story, but we didn't even pause it. Usually we pause.
Yeah.
Throughout the
just
video.
So into it and engaged in it. It's
Yeah.
It was building. I was like, no, I'm so invested.
Yeah, such a great storytelling job by John Michael Montgomery.
Yes.
Great voice, great vocal.
Well, I was about to say that I really liked his vocal for this kind of storytelling aspect. I found it was very clear, but it was also very inviting. You want to listen to what he's saying.
Yeah, and and like I said, paint that picture of that storytelling as well. And maybe visualize everything completely, even if we didn't have the video, because I was still kind of visualizing my own thoughts as well.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed this. It was a great recommendation. What about you? I talked quite a bit. What are your thoughts on the track and the feel of it, and kind of did it mean anything significant to you or?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of right there with you in the beginning, being like, oh no, not another Concrete Angel, because obviously if you guys have seen that one, you know that I got pretty emotional in that one, and I kind of saw it going down that path again.
Yeah, I mean, with that said, sorry to cut you off, but we both liked the song Concrete Angel. It's a great song, great message.
Very good.
Just it's hard to do them on camera sometimes.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe it or not, it's hard to be really vulnerable on camera when some of those songs come on and then put it out there for the world to see. So
yeah, exactly.
We like to be authentic. But anyway, sorry, continue.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that I'm glad that it kind of took a turn for a more positive kind of outcome. And, you know, like you said, I think the hardest pill to swallow with this is that, like, this is stuff that happens to kids all over the world every day, right? It's not just like some fictional story, like maybe this is, but it's something that does happen all the time, right? So I think that's kind of like what gets you really choked up about it. But I loved, like I said, that she ended up with, you know, being adopted by a family who gave her the attention and the love that she deserved, and that she was able to create that relationship with God and Jesus and religion and have that to support her in her faith to get her through her life like her parents didn't have, right? It's
Yeah.
like her first parents, I guess. But from like an actual musical standpoint, like I said, I really enjoyed his voice. I found it very warm, inviting. The storytelling aspect and like his skill with that was incredible. I really liked that it was just kind of stripped down to the guitar. Even the visual of him just like sitting on the porch with his guitar, it was like he was just like telling a story, right? Which I thought was really cool.
You're around the campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think, you know, so I mean, we'll wrap it up here, but you know, to I think summarize my thoughts on it related to what you were just saying in, you know, the idea of faith or you know, belief or whatever it might be in the presence of this song, and those initial parents that we talked about and how other kids are going through this. I think for me, just like sometimes what I have a problem with in the world as it is right now, in the direction that it's going, like I don't care, people can believe whatever they want to believe, and you know, if you don't want to believe in anything, that's fine, like as well. Like everybody's entitled to their own thought process and to go through the experiences in life as they may. But I think the one thing that I just struggle with often is that I see so many people that, you know, don't have any direction, and then when they get some direction, you know, from any kind of belief system, but more in light of a moral system,
Yes.
moral compass, right? I think the morality issue sometimes is what I struggle with where we're going in society right now. Is like I feel like people are like, I just want to do whatever I want to do, and I'm entitled to this, and like kind of this narcissistic approach to the way the world is and society is like, I want this is who I should be able to be, I don't like this group or whatever. And, you know, I think we all need to work on, you know, just coming together and trying to have some common ground on what our morals and our belief system should be, whether that's faith or belief or in something,
Yeah, just
but
some
more
sort of, like,
so,
foundation.
yeah, more so of like, you know, there's some lines that we shouldn't be crossing as individuals and who we are and as a, you know, species, a human civilization,
Yes,
right?
especially when it comes to children.
Exactly, yeah. So anyway, sorry for the rant. Tends to happen in our household sometimes.
Yes.
But, you know, it's all that, you know, I think it's all that we need to have those conversations to stroke, you know, positivity comes out of them, right? So leave us a comment. Let us know what your thoughts are. If you have anything to add to the conversation, it's always appreciated. And we always like hearing from you guys. And thanks again, William, for the recommendation. It was great. Glad you recommended that we do this because I enjoyed it for sure.
I did, for sure, as well.
Well, that's it from us today. We'll be back soon, and that means we'll be back tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.